welcome to this week's episode of Freedom Week Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage, one way or another. Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex, and I will be your humble game master this evening. Tonight we are playing Mutants and Masterminds, which is the world's greatest superhero RPG, published by Green Ronin Publishing. M&M is a D20 system which generates cinematic superhero action through its central mechanic of a D20 plus a modifier versus a difficulty check. It is super simple, allows a ton of flexibility for gamers looking to tell stories ripped right out of their favorite comics and movies. There's also a wide open character creation system to bring your ideal superheroes to life. The last thing I want to touch on in this system is one of my favorite game mechanics ever. M&M gives players hero points to supercharge their actions or to modify or improve a character's powers. Hero points are earned by leaning into genre tropes, acting heroically, good role-playing, jokes they think are funny, jokes they think aren't funny, and suffering setbacks just like superheroes in other media. There is also another way here at the Untold Stories Projects for our heroes to earn these points, and that is from you, the audience. Anyone who follows, subscribes, or renews a subscription, or donates bits to the stream is given a hero point that you may give to the hero or game master of your choice. We've gathered some quarrelsome heroes tonight. Say, I bite my thumb at you, heroes.
I
want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, and have them answer my question of the day, which is, what is your character's favorite sandwich? And we're going to start with Deuce.
Hey everybody, I'm the Deuce. Here at USP, making sure that if you count the number of Kevins, you have to use at least 2 fingers. I'm playing the Gator Man, which is very simply a gator and a man. Put them together, you get Gator Man. His favorite sandwich as a giving soul is the knuckle, because he'll be happy to give you one. Or if you don't really want to go with that, it's a hot dog. And if you don't like that answer, you can have the first sandwich. So with that, we'll go to Andy.
Hey everyone, I'm Andy. I'm here on Wednesday nights for Superhero Shenanigans. You can also find me over on the UntoldStoriesProject.com, where I write blog posts on occasion, and we're over on YouTube, where I'm the host of the Storyforge series. Tonight I am playing Resonant, Resident Gem Mage, and to answer the question of the day, Turkey Avocado Club in a wrap, not on bread. And with that, I will pass it over to Calvin.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin, and tonight I will be playing Bowman, the agile archer with the awesome array of arrows, or at least one of them that exists. I'm here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Friday in the podcast, and also if you're on YouTube on the Women's Dice channel, where we have podcasting and gaming streams and fun stuff. To answer the question, I feel like both the answers I was gonna take were taken, but because I was trying to think of like what's a sandwich they can eat with like one hand. And I was thinking like a hot dog would be pretty easy if it's sort of based on the size of it, or a wrap would be pretty easy based on the size of it. I just couldn't figure out the type, but I was picturing like there is just some sandwich place or like a hot dog stand in Southside that Bowman like occasionally frequents whenever he's on patrol in that area. I just couldn't figure out what his specific thing would be.
The sandwich arrow is the perfect device for Bowman.
Corn dog.
Yeah, instead of putting a toothpick through the sandwich, he has a whole arrow.
Deuce, did you say a corn dog?
That's right.
Get out of here.
Does that count as a sandwich?
It's surrounded on all sides by breading.
Corn dog arrow.
If anything, that makes it a ravioli, not a sandwich. But that's
a debate for another day.
You want the first sandwich? You want it?
I think physically it should count.
I just love Alex is triggered by this.
Look. We had a whole argument about this at the last day job I'll ever had about if a hot dog is a sandwich. And I disagree. I think a hot dog is a taco at best.
For those of you who agree with me, get in the comments. Tell him he's wrong.
Gonna be so many comments on this episode.
If Deuce says that cereal is a soup, I'm leaving the show.
Well,
hot dog people, you at?
It is.
Yeah.
The ocean's a soup.
I'm tired.
You don't put mustard on tacos.
Funny enough, I've
No.
had one.
You never know with some people.
It was called the Happy Meal. It had fries, ketchup, and mustard on it. It was
No.
surprisingly good.
I mean, tacos just have
don't
beef.
believe
You
you.
can put mustard on. You know?
Right?
Look, apparently everybody chose violence over the last 2 weeks that we've been on break.
Yeah. I don't know. With that confusing answer, I guess I'll pass it to Kat.
Oh shit. Hi.
And that's why.
I'm Kat. Tonight I am playing Centuria, our favorite punchy gal. You can find me here on Wednesdays and also on Fridays when our podcast is released. As for the question of the day, I was gonna say a BLT, but I'm actually gonna steal Deuce's answer of a knuckle sandwich because that fits her better. And
I
with
was
that,
expecting that answer from you, not
I
from
didn't
Deuce.
think of it. I'm not that clever, like it's just my brain is overloaded right now, so I did not even, but I like that.
Gator
So
Man has a good PR guy.
yeah, that's a good one. But I will pass it to Jonesy.
Hi, everybody. I am Jonesy, and tonight I'll be playing Mortis, our living dead guy, Mouse for the Crossroads, and Master Mage of the Underworld. I will be, and as far as what his favorite sandwich is, he grew up in Furrowburg, which is totally not a Rust Belt city somewhere near Pennsylvania-ish in my mind. So, except it totally is. And so I'm going to say his favorite sandwich is a Philly cheesesteak made with cheese whiz, the real way. And then that and ice cream sandwiches,
Good answer.
because ice cream is just always a win. And I'm really craving ice cream right now for some reason. So yeah.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you're hungry right now, so are we.
And it's all Alex's fault.
Mhm.
So is your favorite sandwich the cheeseburger that's sitting next to you, Alex?
Yes. The resident answer?
Yes.
Yes.
I went second.
Oh my god, I blacked out because of
Avocado.
fucking the hot dog situation.
It was a turkey club, I think.
With avocado and a wrap.
Yeah.
That is a perfect resident answer. But yeah, my favorite sandwiches are cheeseburgers, and I never said that a corn dog was a taco. I said a corn dog was a ravioli.
That's so stupid.
Look, it's meat covered in bread. That's what a ravioli is.
What do you think a ham sandwich is? It's meat covered in bread.
No, it's meat surrounded by bread.
That's the same thing.
No. It's a very distinct difference.
Well,
Miss
we're not
Violet
negative.
Violet disagrees with you, Alex.
Yep.
Miss Violent Violet always disagrees with me. That's fine.
Mm.
What are we doing tonight? We're playing Eminem.
I'm going to the store getting an ice cream sandwich. That's what I'm getting.
I quit. I'm out of here. Yeah, so without further ado, I think we could get started. I don't know if I'm ready for this. What happened last time? Last time on Freedom Week Dark and the Multiverse of the Master Mage, our heroes did some stuff. Bowman had his trial. That's what it was all about. Bowman was the man in the box in the episode. Bowman underwent a number of trials, including a physical trial, a moral trial, a spiritual trial, and a puzzle trial that had to do with the senses. So they tested his wits, his intelligence, his emotional intelligence, all sorts of stuff, just to prove that he is the one who's going to potentially solve all of the problems of the multiverse being caused by Adrian Eldritch on the back of his normal human brain. Afterwards, they reunited with Bowman. They were able to ask the source book a couple of questions, specifically what Adrian's next path was going to be and what he needed from each of the locations that he was going. And in no particular order, Adrian's going to Seven's Domain next to find the heart of the Unspoiled Mage, a world full of doom to find the eyes of Agamotto, a planet of jungles and monsters to find the might of the sun, A Lafandi different than the one resident remembers to find the soul of the Crystal Guardian, a mall plagued with infection for the Queen's will, a city of titans for the Child of Fortune, a bottled city for a 12th level intellect, a world of plastic and imagination for the spark of creation, a world of glass and light for the blood of the immortal despot, and a world of steel and sorcery for the grail of the divine. So lots of fun stuff in store. They left the Genesis with the knowledge of a brand that can rob the Praetrix of her powers, and as they were beginning to decide what to do next, they saw a televised report saying that the Praetrix was getting ready to execute the heroes of Anti-Earth, and they received a distress message from Seven saying that Adrian Eldritch has come to Nethermore to kill her. So that is where we'll pick up with our heroes.
We can't handle both of these unless we split up. I'm not really sure that's a great idea, but I don't want anything to happen to Seven either.
Yeah, we do need to tackle both of these problems, but for Praetrix, we need to use this brand. I don't know if did we discuss the function of the brand when Bowman came back? Because he came back and we did some book stuff, and then we came back to the base, and then we saw the TV, and then we got the message. And I don't remember if in that time he actually gave this info out, because that is probably gonna determine what he has to do at this moment. Because I don't know.
So the nature of the brand, you're definitely able to share what the brand looks like and what the symbol needs to be, and the magical energy that needs to be poured into it. Cool. It is something that will take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I know. As long as I'm able to share that, Bowman is, yeah, he's not planning to stick around here. Just wanted to know if that was something we dealt with, because I couldn't remember. If you know how to create the brand and how it functions, then I would rather go help Seven. I don't know how helpful I'm going to be in this moment, and I need to go help her.
I would too, but I think someone has to stay here with Kate. She's going to take on Praetrix, and hesitant as I am to rush into that fight because of what this place is and who my doppelganger was here, I think I should stay here.
I can go with Bowman.
Okay. That's probably a good idea. At least one of us should be there for Seven.
All right. Gatorman, what are you thinking?
You got Centuria here. I'm going with you two. I mean, seems like the best place. She can handle that one, and I'll help you two back home.
Question, Alex. Cosmology question.
Answer. Sorry. Go ahead. Chat.
Is the Nuria Nexus a sandwich? No.
The Nuria Nexus is a ravioli.
That does make sense.
It's a hot pocket.
It's a hot pocket of ravioli. Nope.
No, but my question is regarding cosmology and the another world where Seven is, and the Crossroads. Is Netherworld accessible from the Crossroads? I don't know, because I don't know enough about the nature of the Netherworld to weigh in. So
it is accessible from the Crossroads, but it's going to be a complex jump for you. You're going to have to roll an expertise Crossroads check to make it there.
Okay, makes sense.
But it is from where you are. The Crossroads can get to anywhere basically, but you're going to be basically skipping the universe to go from Anti-Earth skipping Earth Prime to head to Earth Prime's netherworld.
Timey-wimey.
Wibbly wobbly. But from the looks of things, it looks like Bowman, Mortis, and Gatorman are going to go after 7. Resonant Centuria and Nick Mortis are going to go after Praetrix.
Yeah, if the Nick on this side's still around. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's still around.
Sophie, right? Do we still have Sophie?
She
Yeah.
is conspicuously absent at the moment.
Oh no.
Of course she
Of course
is.
she is.
What's now?
Sophie's being sus. Go figure.
Go figure.
Universal
Gemma,
truth.
are you sure that you don't want to go with them?
One of us has to stay with you. I trust them to take care of 7.
Out of all of us, you're in the most danger here.
I know. Second only to you.
Okay, I will do everything in my power to make sure harm does not come to you, but thank you for staying.
Not a problem. We
Please,
should get.
she'll look over at the other 3. Please just don't die.
We'll
I
watch each
got 'em.
other's backs.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I got this.
I look over like,
I know. Just be careful.
Look, when we're done, you can stomp off and leave your dinner again. It'll be fine.
Don't take too many risks with Adrian. As much as I'd love to stop him now, 7 takes priority. No gallivanting off of him without the rest of us, okay?
No, we're just gonna get in there and stop whatever he's doing. I wouldn't be a good idea to chase him down without the full team there.
Just making sure we're on the same page. You should go. We've got 2 sets of people to save, and not a lot of time to do it in.
Before we leave, Bowman's just gonna look for Sophie. Like, is she just gone, or is she like hiding somewhere?
She's conspicuously not in the immediate area.
Well, that I don't know if that's an answer, but
It's an answer. It's not an answer you like, but it's an answer.
fair. Okay. I don't know where she is, and that's fine. Don't know if I'm coming back here. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck.
You too. Let's do
with
this.
that, I will grab the other 2 and we will skip into the crossroads.
Cool. Give me an expertise crossroads check, Mortis, as you attempt to make this very large quantum leap.
That's time travel, not dimensional travel.
Whoops.
29.
That's light work for Mortis. You're easily able to navigate through the underworld. Do you want to tell me what it looks like as you head between these 2 dimensions?
Sure. Yeah. So we're currently still near the base, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So we're in the jungle base currently. So as I say, come with me, and the 3 of us head off, and we shift. And as we start to walk, all the shadows get longer and things get darker, and the jungle just becomes more and more creepy. And we walk it through what looks like a small jungle path. And as we get to the center of it, it kind of blends a little bit. and as we're standing in the crossroads that kind of reflects the jungle, and as we step forward past the other side of the crossroad, the actual cross in the crossroads, it starts forming more of the jungle kinds of melds into like this weird, strange architecture of Netherworld. And as we cross out the side of the crossroads, we step forth in one of the old cities. I'm assuming it's one of the ones I recognize from our previous trip to there.
Yes. Yep, you actually emerge pretty much on the steps of Nethermore Castle, which you've been to a couple of times, mostly as invaders, but this time you are arriving as saviors. You do find that the castle is this sort of tall, high-spired black stone with lots of spikes and gargoyles and all the things that you would expect from an evil castle. They have tried to freshen it up a little bit. There's some purple flags around. There's a number of braziers that are noticeably brighter than they need to be to illuminate the area against the dark sky. However, the castle seems to be under siege by some sort of mystical energy. As you arrive at basically the front steps of the castle, you can see that there are a number of large ogre-like figures standing at the base of the stairs wielding war clubs. There are flocks of these demon babies flying around that we've seen before, sort of chubby loincloth wearing creatures covered in oozing pustules with leathery bat wings, eyes where their nipples are supposed to be, and instead of a head they have an enormous clacking mouth that they try to stuff stuff into. And in the middle of this castle courtyard you see Anne Adrian Eldritch with his fist holding Serena Seven up by the scruff, dangling her over a green vat of some sort of mystical ichor. And he seems sort of annoyed that you have arrived. I will move you guys, the relevant people, to this map.
Dun, dun, dun. That doesn't look pleasant at all.
Not expect so many of them.
Oh, I did.
Cupid is terrible in this universe, Warden Maximus. So that is where you guys are. We will come back to you momentarily. Resonant and Centuria and Nick.
And this universe is Gatorman?
No, he is with the other heroes that are captured.
So he did
Not
go
for
off
long.
with them.
Not for long.
Yeah, the 4 heroes that are on the TV for public execution are the Arctic Fox, the Gator Man, Acosta, and Velocidus.
Yep. Okay, just making sure.
But what would you 3 like to do?
Well, we need to get to this version of Freedom City and deal with the problem there.
Tyranny City.
Yeah. Nick, can you take us there through the crossroads? Is that the easiest way to get us all there with no problems?
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, sorry.
You can answer for Nick. That's fine.
No, it's just the last game I was running Nick, so if you want to run him, by all means.
That's true. I still want you to run his character sheet.
Okay.
If you can.
Sure.
But he'll he seems sort of distracted by Mortis's departure. But he'll shake his head and say, "Yeah, I can take us to Tyranny City through the crossroads."
Okay. Well, then let's go rescue your friends. We'll put a stop to Praetrix.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Just the 3 of us.
Yeah, I know.
I'm worried. Okay, it's
Her
scary.
focus is going to be on Centuria and I. You can help by freeing your friends and working on that brand. If we can get that on her, that turns the entire tide of the fight.
Okay.
Being nervous isn't going to help at all. What's going to happen is going to happen regardless.
I would elbow Kate, but I don't want to break it before we go into this fight.
Ow, my elbow. Okay, well, it's
Just one objective at a time.
it's the best we can do.
Yep. And if there's time, if they stop Adrian, if they save 7, maybe they can make it back.
I hope he comes back. I wanted to say goodbye, in case nothing's gonna happen. We're gonna be okay, right? Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Let's go.
And he will open the crossroads and bring everybody up over the towering spires of Tyranny City, which is a lot like Freedom City, but
Dark.
authoritarian.
Tyrannical.
Yeah. A lot of black skyscrapers, tall Art Deco style statues of the Praetorian, Praetrix's father. And you do see that the execution is taking place on top of Tyranny Hall in the gardens. And I will drag the relevant characters to that map. And I get to find out if I can take Jonesy back and forth. I can! Haha!
It's a big map.
It's
There it
very,
goes.
2 places at once.
and everybody here can fly, so he'll bring you in the air so that you have a little bit of an element of surprise on your hands.
Okay.
And I should grab Nick Necros. Where you at? There he is. Okay. And below you, you do see there are a few civilians lined up to witness this execution. You can see the Praetrix hovering in the air above the 4 bound heroes. Off to her side is the Red Siren. Over across the way is Johnny Speed. And it looks like those are the only 3 villains here.
Okay.
And again, kneeling in front of Praetrix in power dampening cuffs are the Arctic Fox, Velocitus Acosta, and the Gator Man of Anti-Earth.
We need to not only get them out of here, but get the cuffs off of them, so if need be, they can help.
Do you think you can handle that, Nick?
Yeah. Do you want me to do that or work on the brand?
If you work on that and then work on the brand,
How
They
long do
can
you
have-
think the brand will take you?
Depends on how well I roll. It could be a few moments. It could be a couple of minutes.
that's fair. No, you focus on them. Kate, I'll try to support you and work on it on version for myself as well. But if we get those 4 released, that's going to cause a little bit more chaos and give us a little bit more time.
Okay.
So we go down and say hello.
Awesome.
Stay behind me. Gemma.
Yep.
We'll handle this hello first, and then we'll go back to another world for the other hello.
I'm assuming the hello is Centuria dive bombing Praetrix. I'm not assuming this is a hi, we're here to fight you. I'm assuming this is a hi, we're here to fight you with us, with the fight actually starting.
Excellent.
Kat, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
That's on brand for Centuria, so I figured that was
I'm the attacker.
yes.
Okay.
Smack. Hello, we're here.
Yep.
In that case, is there a hello at the 7 castle, or is this also I'm gonna punch him in the face for hello?
Over at Seven's Castle, I'm immediately going to use my ghostly grasp and grab a hold of Seven and pull her out of his arms.
Okay. Well, it sounds like everybody should roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Bowen was gonna take a shot the moment 7 was like clear.
Cool.
Gonna move us. I'm assuming we come up like at the back end of the line of people.
What a shitty roll for me.
Everybody's initiative should show up on the turn tracker, but you might not be able to see initiatives that aren't on your side of the turn tracker, on your map.
It's true.
But I do see everybody popping in as they're coming in.
Okay. And I'm okay putting myself at the back of the gardens here by the globe, right, Alex?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What's up with Bowman?
Got to roll for Adrian. I probably should have pre-rolled these initiatives since there's so many of them.
They all get zeros.
Who made all these bad guys?
Steve?
That's fair. I will deflect responsibility if Andy will allow me to.
I'm assuming he actually came up with the characters for the counter, for the anti-Earth.
I know for sure he came up with Eldritch. I don't know who came up, if Steve specifically came up with the Tyranny Syndicate or not. Need a Centuria smack a meter scale. What's Johnny's initiative? Plus 33. Okay. I rolled a natural 1 for a 34 for the speedster.
And he still goes first.
That's why we don't play speedsters.
Yeah.
Parents don't let your children grow up to be speedsters or whatever.
Right.
Speedsters ain't easy to love, not harder to know. Add turn for the Praetrix.
They died less often than Gotham City and Vigilantes.
That's true. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to get adopted by Batman. Where are you at? Where is your initiative? Plus 8 and plus 6. Okay. I think I have everybody in now. Yes. Oh, Jonesy, do you have access to Nick's token? You might not have access to Nick's token. You don't. Let me give it to you.
Well, I'm on the other map, so
Oh, that's right.
you could just have Nick and Mordish use the same initiative.
That's fine. That works for me.
So in sync.
Even across.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of questionable, content going on right now. But whatever.
Mhm.
Is it really cheating if it's my fiance, but it's an alternate Earth version of my fiance? I don't know.
Yes.
These
Can
are
confirm.
beyond my pay scale.
At least the alternate version of your fiance likes you.
A little too much.
Got that going for you.
He likes me a little too much, given the fact that my alternate version of me on this universe was
It's evil.
an evil jerk. So
We all have types.
He liked him before he was an evil jerk, maybe. Johnny Speed doesn't know he's under attack, so he's just gonna hang out and be like, "Yeah, cut their heads off, bro."
Is that what we're doing?
I mean, Praetrix probably is gonna cut their heads off. She's probably gonna mountain style squish their heads in. Would be my guess.
Squash man's skull
That's
like
what I would
Sparrow's
do.
egg between thighs.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys a surprise round. Just because you're beaming in and nobody's expecting you.
Okay.
Bowman, you are up on 28. If
Okay.
you or are you holding until 7's clear?
Oh. I feel like if I shoot Eldritch, he might drop her. I don't want that to happen.
He might not drop her. He's pretty tough.
Send out the trampoline arrow.
I was actually wondering if a freeze arrow would work on that bubbling liquid she's being held over.
You could try to nullify it with a freeze arrow if you want.
Oh, wait. Can I try to nullify it with a magic nullify arrow?
Yeah, sure.
Aha!
That's what that's for.
as opposed to get over here.
I got too many of these things.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bowman goes, I've got too many arrows.
My quiver's too thick.
Proper thick.
Okay, my magic nullify is not on my Roll20 sheet. I gotta re-import that because it's still missing a bunch of arrows. But it is a burst area nullify of rank 6. Which is broad and simultaneous and selective, but also unreliable. So I would have to do a 50-50 roll.
Cool. Give me a 50-50 roll, and then we'll see if your nullify 6 is enough to defeat the former Master Mage of Earth Prime.
Ooh, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm just going for the goo. I don't know how powerful that goo is.
It's proper
There you go.
proper viscous, I would say. That's a kind of thick.
I'm sure it responds to really popular music.
Okay, is it high or low for these?
If it's unreliable, it's 1 to 10. It doesn't go off. 11 and above, it goes off.
Rolling a d20. 4 and 11.
It just works.
Okay.
So the burst area goes off. You're trying to nullify the goo. It's a 30-foot burst, right, though?
Yeah, it is selective, but I feel like it's not going to work on Eldritch, so... I mean, what the hell? I'll try, but...
So it's a nullify 6, so it's going to be a dot. The goo doesn't get to dodge because it's an inanimate object. Go ahead and roll
It's half
d20 plus
because-
6 for the nullify against the goo.
Pick this goo. 23.
You've nullified the goo.
Ah.
Do you?
It stops bubbling and boiling, and it seems to just sort of steady and turn back into sort of gross, brackish water. Adrian rolls against the 16 dodge.
But he only has half because it's a surprise round.
Right. He fails anyway. I forgot that he was vulnerable because he just doesn't have uncanny dodge. So you do hit him with it. You'll get the full d20 plus 6 for your nullify against his magic ranks.
Sure.
I think you roll a
Nice.
Good job, Calvin.
Cannot do better.
That's 20 for those at home.
You got a whole 26. Unfortunately, the Master Mage got a 37 to keep his magical effects going.
Boo.
But the Demon Babies do have magic arrows that you might be able to shut off on a couple of them. And they're surprised, so they'll take half. They've got only a 6 for dodge when they're at half, so they'll suffer the full effect. And that's what one. It's 3 of the babies are in the arc. So go ahead and roll d20 plus 6 for the nullify.
Okay. You just want one?
Yeah, we'll just do 1 for the 3
Okay.
of them.
That would be easier, so. 22 total.
You turn off their magic arrows.
Nice.
And then I think the ogres might be. Nope, they're just out of
No, they're
range.
too far.
Cool. So what happens, Bowman, as you fire off your dispel magic arrow?
So he goes to draw this arrow, and his hands are a bit shaky because it just barely works. This is his first time, I think, using the magic nullify arrow. But he will just like make eye contact with Seven from across this distance. And with that, his hands become steady as he lets the arrow go. And it lands in the goo, rendering it briefly inert.
Yeah, she sort of makes eye contact with you upside down, but you can see she looks to be in a bad way. Her eyes are sort of lowing in the back of her head. She's got some bloody drool dripping down her face. She's severely bruised. And it looks like there's some severe lightning burns arcing up on a couple of the exposed areas of her torn costume.
Yeah, this guy's getting a lot of arrows.
Actually, Bowman, I'm going to give you a hero point for your connection to Seven and how distressing that is for you. All right, Resonant, you're next up in the surprise round.
I guess that means I'm going to be spending this surprise round working on the brand.
Resonant's in the back, like, don't mind me. Give me an
Don't
expertise
mind me.
magic check, Resonant.
29.
That's not a very good expertise magic roll for you.
That's a 6 on the die. Yeah.
That will be 1 degree of success on the brand.
Okay.
As you are sort of powering, what does it look like as you're sort of bringing this? And what physical form is the brand taking?
The brand itself is taking. Basically, Resonant is creating a crystal with the brand on it. So she's drawing power from all of the crystals, using a loose gemstone that she's had on her person for a while, and channeling that power into that.
Excellent. It is it's energizing, it's crackling, doing all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mortis.
Mortis is going to reach out and use his ethereal grasp to grab Seven out of the despot's hands, because that's not right, and bring her over to us where she's safe with her friends.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll to hit Adrian with your reaching tentacles. For purposes, she's being treated as an object.
Sexist. Cool. Let me do some chains. No. I have too many powers. Give me a second.
That's okay.
I haven't used this one in a while.
Warden Maximus, I don't know if the plural of Mortis is Mortai or Mortices or...
Could just be Mortis.
Could be Mortis.
Why not?
How the plural of moose is moose.
Mortuses.
Seem to have loaded it into my character sheet. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Reach out, touch faith.
Use the chains. There's an Elspeth, Northburn. I'm trying to grab the PDF because I don't, for some reason, I didn't have it on the Roll20 sheet. Ghostly. Move object 10.
Does it have it to hit in the top? Or is it tied to your do you have like a ranged combat
yeah.
soul vault?
Yeah. So it should be the same as I just double checked. It's the same as my ghostly my bolt.
Okay.
So 25.
25 will hit, and then you're going to make an opposed move object check with Eldritch's Strength, which is a little easier to do than trying to oppose his magic ranks. So you'll roll a d20 plus 10 versus my d20 plus 2.
Wom, wom, wom. I got a 12 on that roll, and I also have a hero point. So guess what, boys and girls? I killed 7 in season 1. I am not going to let her die again. So, spoiler for the very first episode of
Another war.
Another War. But 29 on my reroll.
That's much better. You're able to yank 7 out of his grasp and over to you. What does that look like, Mortis?
Mortis literally reaches out with these spectral, ghostly, purplish, glowing hands, claw-like hands, and they just grab her and pull back.
Excellent.
So, and the other Mortis, Nick, on Anti-Earth, we've snuck up behind him, and he is going to fly down and do an ethereal disarm, and basically he's gonna use extra effort and basically try to just phase the cuffs off, turn the power cuffs into ghost energy, and that way they will fall through the hands of Gator Man.
Excellent. I'm going to give you a hero point.
Is it not going to work?
As you come down behind the group of captured heroes, and you focus your magical energies to try and render the cuffs ethereal, and they don't seem to phase out of shift. Praetrix looks up at you and says, I was expecting you to come and rescue your friends, Nick. If you surrender now, I might not kill you.
Yeah. Fuck that.
That's what's up. That's the Mortises. Unless you want to use extra effort to do anything else.
No.
Cool. Centuria.
And just like that, Centuria is gonna fly fist first into Praetrix's face.
Ooh.
So do I still get like a surprise type thing?
She's easier
Or-
to hit.
Okay. But 15's probably not gonna hit her.
No, 15 will not.
Yeah, let me use a luck point on that. Wow. Will a 19 hit her?
A 19 will hit her while she's
Oh,
surprised.
thank God. Jesus. Okay, 35.
You have surprised her. She'll take a bruise.
Don't like that plus 22 though.
It's now plus 21.
What happened, Centuria?
It's more than me. So she literally finishes her sentence to Nick that's like, I won't kill you. And then Centuria just comes out of nowhere and just punches her in the face and makes her stagger a little bit to her left.
Yeah, and she does. A drop of blood drops out of her lip, and she looks over at you. Sort of off balance, because she wasn't expecting to see another her looking back.
Centuria will wink.
Aren't you cute?
Cuter than you.
Maybe I'll keep you once I kill your friends.
Like to see you try.
She's gonna try. She's gonna try so hard.
Just not this round.
Not this round. She's surprised. Gator Man.
Gator Man's gonna take a big old sniff because we see one Eldritch. I'm curious which Eldritch and if there's another Eldritch hanging around. I'm trying to
You
see
know
them
the-
out.
Need to know the plural of Mortises. Need to know the plural of Eldritches.
Just a gaggle of heroes
So many.
and villains.
That's only a
What,
20.
what is a group? What is a group of Eldritches called? I think it's a shenanigan of Eldritches.
It's a condescension of eldritches.
Ooh.
Oh,
I was thinking conclave, but
Hmm.
condescension works.
Are you happy with the 21?
yeah. Yeah.
Given the air of good sniff, Gator Man, you don't smell any other eldritches around, but the smell of this place is a little overwhelming. It's a lot to take in with your super senses.
Gotcha.
A lot of
Do you have a pen
brimstone,
on-
a lot of ichor, a lot of gross evilness.
Yeah, the babies, evil demon babies haven't washed.
They've not.
Ogres definitely haven't washed. Did I get a sense for which Eldritch it is? Whether it's ours or the other?
With the 21, I'll say that you are able to tell that this is the anti-Earth Eldritch, not the Earth Prime Eldritch.
It's a good start. And take my movement to step in front of 7. And I think that is my turn.
Okay. And that will take us to the end of the round where there are characters with a surprise condition. Johnny Speed notices that things are going bad. He's going to rush over and agile feint Centuria Netherwar.
Why'd you call her that?
It's in my brain. I don't know. That's what her name is on the,
I
on the
know.
initiative tracker.
I know.
You're not Centuria Prime, because Centuria Prime is somebody else.
Centuria trauma.
So Centuria, I'm going to need an insight or a will save from you.
Oh, well, we're not gonna do will. Tell you that. Yeah. I wasn't gonna beat that anyway.
Well, it could have been worse. So this Johnny Speed character rushes in, says it's speeding time, and brings your attention over to him. And you're going to be vulnerable to Johnny Speed and Praetrix. He's going to set up that he's going to transfer that benefit to the Praetrix.
That sucks, but okay.
And then he's going to run over here. Say, you're never going to catch me. You're never going to catch me. Bowman.
All right, let's start things off with a classic. Hopefully Eldritch isn't too mobile. Let's see if we can't wrap him up with an Ebola arrow. Be really funny if it worked.
It could
Can't
work.
out I mean, I can't out magic him, but he can't out arrow me. Bola arrow.
I'm trying to decide if I agree that he can't out arrow you.
How could he possibly?
Maybe not with the physical bow and arrow, but
Well then,
Then is it really a both?
exactly.
you can't use magic blasts and call them arrows. That's cheating, Eldritch.
Or is it a sandwich?
Next week's episode is gonna be all about that. We're going to the Sandwich Earth next week.
We're going to
Yeah.
Deli World.
Deli World.
I'm here for it.
This sounds nice, actually.
So much
Uh,
mustard.
30 will hit Eldritch's dodge DC. So I need a DC 23 dodge save for Eldritch.
Yes.
He'll fail by 1 with a 22, and he will be hindered and vulnerable.
Cool. I am going to immediately take advantage of that, and I will spend a hero point so I don't fatigue myself. So let me pop that out.
Give them all
Before
to
he-
me.
He does something to not be punchable. I'm gonna punch him. The boxing glove arrow.
Sometimes you just need to punch somebody who's over there.
Exactly. I feel pretty good about my odds of hitting him, and I'm feeling overconfident about my defenses. So let's say
God.
I want to do this quick. So let's go.
Would
all
you say
out.
that
Let's
this is a knuckle sandwich on a stick?
It's a ranged knuckle sandwich.
Yeah.
Tiny stick.
Yes, this
So it's a
corn
corn
dog is a
dog.
knuckle sandwich.
It's a ranged ravioli.
So yeah, let's do some all out. Let's do some power attacking. So my attack roll's the same. My damage is up by 5. My defenses are down by 5.
Ooh, Bowman's pissed.
Oh yeah.
He big mad.
So add 5 to the damage on this. Hopefully I roll well. 22 to hit.
That will hit because he's vulnerable.
Okay.
I mean, it would hit
then-
normally too, but it hits because he's vulnerable.
Oh, I
for,
should
a,
put multi attack on the boxing glove, but
for a DC 32, you say.
indeed.
Welcome to a 1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Oh.
Ugh.
Boo.
So Bowman, you fire. What happens is you fire off the ball arrow and then this boxing glove arrow.
So after shooting that nullify arrow, he just reaches back and he's got like 2 arrows in his hands now. He lets the first one go off, the bola arrow going around Eldritch's arms and legs. And then there's just the hint of a satisfied smirk as he shoots off the boxing glove arrow, but it quickly disappears as it just like bounces off whatever magical shielding Eldritch has prepared.
Yep, it. Basically hits a force field and flies off the other way. And do you want to move or do you want to do anything else?
No, I think I'll stay here because it's close-ish to 7, and I can hit Eldritch from anywhere.
That's true. You can hit Eldritch from just about anywhere.
Yeah.
Eldritch on 23 will sort of smirk at you, Bowman, sharing your smirk. I'll say, it's good to see you hold a candle for her in this dimension, too. Maybe you didn't betray her this time. And
It's going to take more than that to get to me.
We shall see. And he will reach into his... He won't move, he's tied up, but he will... What spell does he want to use? He will... sort of struggle against the bola bindings, and he will utter an incantation to himself and summon forth the flames of the Phoros. And he's going to hit the party with a fireball,
Oh, yeah.
which is probably going to hit... I mean, it's going to hit his ogres too, but he doesn't care about them. Alright, everybody give me a dodge save. By everybody, I mean Gatorman, Seven, Mortis Prime, and Bowman Prime. And you're looking for a 26 for your dodge.
That's a wily gator.
That's a super wily gator. If you have evasion, you get to add +2 to this.
Oh, thank God.
Or +2 or +5, whatever rank of evasion you have.
Oh, no, that's not going to be enough. It's only going to be 25.
If you succeed, I still need a toughness save versus a DC 23. If you fail, I need a toughness save versus a DC 31.
So
go ahead.
what was it against? It was
Dodge for a 26.
So I know you're not normally able to interpose for someone else if for an area effect, but if I spend my hero point, can I take the shot for 7 and just take it at full?
I'll allow it.
Spend it.
I'm spending her a point to reroll as well because I rolled like crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a hero point on my dodge roll.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I can beat this toughness check.
Mortis, you'll get a 31 on your new dodge save, so I'll still need a toughness save for a 23, but that's better than toughness save for a 31.
And I roll like shit. I'm that too, so.
That's a 28 on the Doge for me.
So I'll need a toughness for a 23. And then Gatorman, I'll need a toughness for a 23 and a toughness for a 31 for you.
Okay. So we'll say first one will be his, and this will be for the 31. Oof. Sure.
Ooh, that's a crispy gator. So the 23 will give you a bruise. And then the 16 will become a 15, which would be an incapacitated for Gatorman. Versus a 31. Right. And then Bowman receives a bruise. Mortis, you'll also receive a bruise. But importantly, 7 will not be incinerated. As Eldritch summons the flames of the Foros, and they fly out and explode in a convocation of blue fire. I have to roll for the ogres still. They have a +8 dodge save, so they need a 26. That's probably not going to happen. They will fail, and then they'll need a toughness save versus the 31. And then the other one will somehow make the dodge save. Good for him. But they will both take a bruise from the fire. And then, because Eldritch is such a giving guy, I'm going to give all the heroes over here a hero point. And he's going to use extra effort to phase out of the bola arrow. With insubstantial, so he doesn't have to worry about being vulnerable. And that'll be his turn. Resonant.
It's my trick.
All right. I'm gonna
That's
keep
my
working
trick,
on.
says Mortis.
I'm gonna keep working on the brand because I'm gonna need it.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a 39.
That will be. Math is hard.
Well, 29 was 1 degree. This is 10 higher, so it should at least be 2 more.
It'll be 3 degrees total. Yes.
So 3 degrees on this one plus the one from before is 4 degrees of success.
Yep. You feel like you are getting close to having that brand ready to go.
I will I can go fatigued and try it again. Because this needs to happen and it needs to happen now.
Because my ass is about to get wrecked.
And it's a 41.
40. Come on, Resonant. That'll be 4 more degrees of success. What's it bring your total to? 8?
8.
8. Yeah, 8 was what I was looking for. So by the end of this round, you will have completed the brand on this crystal.
Okay.
Now you just need to go and manually apply it.
Yeah.
Let me know, Queen.
Initiative 22. Something sneaky and fucky is going to happen.
Oh, before I finish my turn, sorry.
No worries.
Can I make an insight check on Praetrix?
Sure.
For assessment?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Bingo card.
Bingo
29.
card.
Praetrix will roll a will save to resist. and fail magnificently. So you were able to find out, you beat her by 10, so you'll get 2 numbers. You're able to find out that she has a higher power level than you.
Okay.
Give me that.
Trade 1 number for any weaknesses.
I'll give this to you for free. The only weakness that you know about is the brand.
Is the brand. Okay. So then let's go for her attack bonus.
For a ranged attack or a melee attack?
Melee attack.
Plus 14.
Okay. And let's go for her. I already know both of those. Let's go for her reflex save. Or dodge save.
Her dodge is a 12.
12. Okay. All right. Now I'm done. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. So yeah, on initiative turn 22, something sneaky will happen, and then we go to Mortis on 19. Which Mortis do you want to do first, Jonesy?
We'll do Mortis Prime.
Okay. Mortis Prime.
I don't think I can magic. I don't think I can magic out magic Aldrich. But I don't want these ogres to come stomping on us. So ghostly chains on the big ogre in front of us. Really? That doesn't seem like it's right.
It's a natural 1.
That sounds like it's right then.
That'll miss
Okay.
Mortis.
I got 12. Yay! Hey, so
You might be a little shook from the magical blast that you suffered.
yes.
And
And
the chains go off, but the ogre's able to get out of the way.
And then I will go insubstantial as my move action.
Cool. Cool.
I can do that too.
I'm dead.
Meanwhile,
Play dead.
on Anti-Earth, Nick Mortis is going to see if he can do something really dumb.
We love it.
I am going to try. I'm going to move up a couple steps, and I'm going to try to take all 4 of my allies with me to the crossroads.
Cool.
I have a hero point if I need it.
I'm not gonna make you spend a hero point. It is gonna be a contested roll. It's gonna be a contested roll between your expertise crossroads and the effect of the power dampening cuffs.
Makes sense? No, totally. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll an expertise crossroads check. Do you want to roll before or after I roll the check for the cuffs?
I will roll first, and that way I can cry quietly to myself.
I believe in you. Crying is a free action, as always.
That is a 19. I feel I can do better. And I do have a hero point.
You do have a hero point if you want to use it.
And this is the most heroic thing that Nick Mortis could do. So save his friends. I rolled worse. But since it's a reroll, it's actually going to be a 26 and not a 16.
That's a pretty good roll. You have a decent chance of succeeding at this. You succeed.
Yay.
So you will take all of those characters to the crossroads. What does that look like, Mortis?
So Mortis actually is like, she sees that look at it, she says, ah, and he's like, he goes pale white, even whiter. And he's like, no. What are we, what? And then just immediately, very quietly, it comes over him and he kind of just pulls on the crossroads. And as he does, for a moment, the crossroads flicker in front of everyone else here. We can see kind of like a blackened dirt road kind of just starts slowly seeping into this world, right where they're all standing literally, like he's on the north-south part and they're on the east-west points. And and then they all kind of fade out.
That's what's up. And they all disappear, leaving Praetrix looking furious.
Sorry, guys.
And she sort of looks at Centurion and says, well, look at that. You've got my undivided attention now.
Just the way I wanted it.
God, am I always so smug?
You didn't have to be any of the way that you are.
You would have done the same thing.
I've lived worse than you have, and I didn't, so.
She seems irritated about that.
Bitch.
There it is.
Also on turn 19, something sneaky is going to happen. Resonant, where are you holding this gem?
It's in her hands,
Okay.
most likely.
Well, I'm going to make a disarm check with Black Bowman. He's going to try and snipe you with his arrow from the shadows.
Oh man.
Who knew I have all that emotion sensing and everything?
You can make a... Do you have danger sense attached to that?
I don't have. Oh, it's no. It's just the. It's just both. It's both the mystical sensing and the emotional sensing.
Okay.
Don't think the danger sense is part of that one.
Yeah, if it had danger sense on it, I would give you a chance to roll for it. But with everything going on, I think if you're not looking for it, it's probably.
Mm-hmm. That's her.
And he's a master of stealth or whatever, right, Calvin?
Yeah, he's all right.
He gets a 34 to hit Resonance Dodge DC.
Yeah, especially if I don't know what's coming.
And then I need a strength check opposed against the damage that the arrow would do.
Strength check or a magic check?
It'd be a strength check to hold on to it.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
It has noodle arms.
Yeah, Resonant has noodle arms.
Emotional stealth is sort of Bowman's whole superpower.
What emotion?
Well, that's an 11. It's not gonna be much better regardless of what I roll. Hey!
Oh my god. Disrespectful. Roll 20. What did I do?
He rolled
to
a
you?
10.
Resonant gets an 11. I rolled a 2 on the dice to get a 10 total. So Resonant, despite all of the odds,
Keeps a hold of the thing.
an arrow flies out of the shadows and strikes the crystal in your hand. And you're able to just sort of reflexively hold on to it, and the arrow plinks off. And
It's like
again,
Jinkies.
Bowman wishes he had a gun.
Yeah, anti-Bowman might.
And Resonant, I'll give you a perception check as a reaction to see if you could tell where he's firing from.
31?
Oh yeah, you see, sort of perched up over here in the shadows, is the Black Bowman. He's a level up from you. He's firing down, and
Gotcha.
he gives you a bow squint, a very meaningful bow squint. Cool. Centuria, cat.
Okay. Centuria Another War. I'm a hitter again.
Good choice.
That's what we do.
That's all I know.
Violence is all I know.
23?
23 will hit her.
Oh, thank God. 33. DC.
And she has a bruise, so I roll a d20 plus 21 instead of 22. Centuria, what happens if you pop her one?
I'm imagining I just punch her and she just like it does that like throw her head back thing, and then she just like lowers her head back and smiles at me. Like,
Mhm.
what was that, bitch?
Is that all you got?
That's the best you can do.
I didn't know I hit like a girl. Anything else, Centurion?
I'm gonna fly over here to keep her attention in the opposite direction of Resonant.
Awesome. Gatorman, give me a fortitude save.
Gonna bleed a little bit. 20.
You will not bleed to death, so good for you.
Yeah.
You have a healing factor, right?
I do.
Okay. How often do you regenerate?
Every other round.
Okay. So you will gurgle there quietly on the ground. Praetrix, again, after being set up by Centuria, punching her in the head, her head coming back, she will smile and fly over here, and she's going to try and give you what's for, since you're vulnerable to her. Because you're vulnerable, she will use 3 points of power attack, but no all-out attack. So she'll only have a plus 11 to punch you instead of a plus 14. For a 21 to hit your parry DC.
That'll definitely hit me.
I need a toughness save versus a DC 38.
And so is my toughness what's halved?
No, just your dodge and parry.
Oh. Oh, okay. Against what?
38.
Oh, well, 35. Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Good answer, Steve. That'll be a bruise. It's on the board.
Ding, ding, ding.
As she flies over and gives you a good solid crack across the face. And she's feeling froggy, so she'll use extra effort to do that again. She will go fatigue instead of giving out a hero point for it. I assume 22 will hit if 21 hit.
Yep.
So give me a toughness save for 38.
Please hold.
Please hold this cat rerolls.
35 again.
Look at you. Another
Yeah.
bruise.
Yeah.
Literal cat fight. Yay.
This is going better than that that other
Yep.
fight that Andy likes to mention.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. You told me not to bring it up anymore, and here you are bringing it up.
That's because I figured you were going to bring it up at some point.
Mm-mm.
But she's just sort of... Both of you are moving almost faster than normal people can see as you're exchanging furious blows against one another across this courtyard. And every time your fists collide with each other or with skin, there's a shockwave that goes out and breaks windows and rattles the whole balcony.
I'm assuming the
It's
civilians are
dramatic.
screaming in panic.
Yes, the civilians are screaming and running in the opposite way.
Good.
The demon babies. Some of them don't have arrows, so I will keep an eye on that. The ones that do have arrows, this group of 5 is going to coalesce into a one minion group. They'll fly over sort of together, and they're going to draw their bows and fire them down at Mortis, who is insubstantial and unaffected. And then these ones are going to fly over here. The ones that don't have magic arrows are going to band together as a minion group of 3. And they're going to charge Bowman to try to put his body in their head mouth. Chest mouth? I guess most people's mouths are on their heads.
Yeah.
And the 2 with arrows are going to set up a team attack for that. So they become one group. They'll attack Bowman to try and aid the other ones. Here's the roll to aid. Does 21 will successfully aid to give them a plus 5 DC. And then when they come in to do the bite, Bowman. Does a 25 hit your parry DC?
It does, because I went all out.
Oh, well, give me a toughness save, Bowman. You're looking for a total of a 23.
That's possible. It's a possible.
It's true, you did.
That's only a bruise in a daze. That's a difference of 9.
I was really hoping to not be dazed because I had a few things I needed to do, but
You have a hero point if you're feeling brave.
No, I need that for not dying.
I need that in case Eldritch decides to burn my face off.
Yeah, I.
Yeah.
2 out of 10 would not recommend.
I'm surprised it's positive.
Well, I mean, the ambiance.
It's a good smell.
Ew.
Man, it's not
Nice
groovy,
show.
but I'll take that bruising days.
Awesome. So the demon babies come in. You're able to you're sort of thrown off balance by the arrows that are coming in rapid fire. And as you dodge one way, one of the babies will grab you, and the other two will sort of fly on you, torso first, just nomming on your legs and arms, whatever they can get a hold of, and just being
Good.
generally unpleasant.
You've got to explain those hickeys later.
Well, to who?
Sophie 7
Honestly, we could name like 3 people.
and regular 7, and probably Centuria will want to know too.
And their own name, Sophie.
Red Siren sees what's going on. I don't know if she wants to get involved in Praetrix's business.
I say she doesn't.
Yeah, I think she's going to stand guard and just see if any other heroes come out of the woodwork. She's going to ready an action in case she sees somebody who comes into her range. She will ready an action to blast the next superhero that comes into her range with the water blast.
Water blast.
Because she can't drown Praetrix or Centuria. That doesn't work that way. Bowman, this ogre will come up here and attempt to club you as the babies are devouring you. And this one is going to step away from the heroes and come back to sort of lend aid to Eldritch.
Really regretting that all out right now.
And the ogre gets only a +8 to hit. 17? I don't think that's going to hit.
No.
So even with the all-out, the club comes slamming down, and you're able to mostly get out of the way, despite the swarm of children flocking you. And oh, go ahead, Bowman.
Oh, sorry. No, Johnny Speedy is before me. I can't see him, so I thought it was.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Johnny Speed is on 34 with his natural 1. He is less upset about interfering with what's going on down here, so he will come down here to continue to run interference for Praetrix. With another agile feint against Centuria. Give me a will save or an insight check, Centuria.
28.
This time you're not plussed by what Johnny Speed is doing. You don't suffer any penalty. You're sort of focused on the titanic battle that's going on between you and the Praetrix.
Loser.
Even though he's running around trying to get your attention and trying to make an opening for...
You're not the first speedster that's wanted my attention.
Ooh.
Kinky.
Somewhere Dave's ears are burning. Alright, now it's the Bowman's turn.
Sure is. I forgot to do a thing, but it's a reaction thing, so I'll just remember to get punched again. What? Oh man.
Is it your punish arrow?
No, it was my counter strike.
Oh.
But I assume it's gonna be relevant again in a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna do a smoke bomb arrow. I gotta get some cover for Gator Man and 7.
Okay.
It's not gonna help with the melee guys, I don't think, but
They'll still have to roll to see if they can make an attack.
okay.
They'll be fighting blind instead of just making unrestricted attacks.
Okay, then I will give the team some cover with a smoke bomb arrow,
Excellent.
which is God, where is it? I have too many arrows. For God's sake.
You at least have them like alphabetized.
I mean, they are. which is why it's weird that I can't find it. I'm wondering. Oh no, it's just smoke arrow. Burst area concealment 4? That can't be right.
I mean, that's concealment against
Oh,
all
because
visual
concealment
senses.
doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I forgot how concealment worked because I barely use this.
Yeah, but it just goes off. You don't have to roll to hit or anything. You just fill an area. It's a 30-foot burst, or is it a 15-foot cloud?
Let me double check. It's burst area.
Okay, so a 30-foot burst. You fill with smoke that will last for a round.
Mhm.
I don't think I have a 30-foot template anywhere, but I will just remember that there is smoke on the water. And Eldritch will remember there's fire in the sky. Here we go. Cool. So, Bowman, you fire off that smoke arrow. You cover the area in concealing smoke. Is there anything else you want to do?
There's nothing else I really can do because I'm dazed.
Yep. So your days will drop off at the end of the round.
Yep.
And Eldritch, well, I don't know why he can fly so far. I don't know why I'm measuring. He'll fly over here. And Bowman, you feel really good about being in that concealing smoke. I'm going to give you a hero point because you don't feel that good about it. As Eldritch flies over there and he says, "Really, you think industrial smoke is enough to stop me? I have tangled with the likes of the Obrus." And he will counter concealment on his vision and blast you again. But it's not a fireball this time. He's just going to blast you with the baleful bolts of Behemoth.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's just those.
And he just screams, "Bees!" as he shoots you with it.
Not the bees.
Not the bees!
Oof.
23 to hit your dodge DC?
Well, my dodge is back to normal, so that won't hit.
Cool. And he used extra effort last round, so I think that's, Oh no, but I gave you guys a hero point for him doing that. Nah, he's happy right now. That will be the end of his turn. And as we come to the end of Eldritch's turn, before we go back to Resonant, I think we'll go ahead and take our quick break. We're going to get up, stretch our legs, grab a drink, grab a snack, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.